Hey, what have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing what is coming next after the worldwide celebration. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So this has been a topic in the last couple of days because Dokkan on their global Twitter page ended up doing this little commercial that ended with this "Who's Up Next" with a little firework in the background. I did a little comment saying, hey, you know what, that little unification video here wasn't really all that great. I made a little comment, but anyway, this is really where a lot of people started talking, because when they showed "Who's Up Next" in the fireworks, people started thinking, is this a clue? Things of that nature. So I want to kind of dive into that, but do it in a little different way like I normally do, and kind of predicting what is going to be the next Dokkan Festival exclusive. So I think one of the things in terms of coming up next for global, that is we don't have Roshi. So when are we going to get Roshi? I have no idea. Will they go ahead and provide Roshi, fairly quickly, just a really quick celebration while maybe JP does something different? Not too sure. I really don't know how they're going to integrate this without overlapping another celebration. So that's something that global has to deal with on there. But since we are now unified, both Global and JP should be getting another Dokkan Festival exclusive on October 3rd. And the first thing that came to a lot of people's mind when they saw the fireworks on here was Dirty Fireworks Vegeta, or the Namek Saga. So I think this is a very valid prediction and speculation on the clue that they provided, because when you think about fireworks, it is probably the one thing that you really think about is Dirty Fireworks with Vegeta during the Frieza Namek Saga, and that makes a lot of sense. Now, again, I'm going to take a different route that could also come to this conclusion, but I'm going to use what we recently just had, was finally another Super EZA in the STR Broly that ended up dropping. And how I look at things now is, are they just planning on the celebrations based off of what's available or what's going to be available in the Super EZA realm? Because in the last couple months, we haven't had a Super EZA. In a few celebrations, Tanabata and the Roshi campaign, we did not have a Super EZA. So, and a lot of people thought, Kid Goku was going to get EZA, Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, or the AGL Super Saiyan Blue, Goku was going to get a Super EZA. So one of the things I want to talk about here is, okay, what's available, what's left, and what's the more realistic things that are going to be available for us in the upcoming celebrations here. So the first thing I want to focus and target here is looking kind of at the dates, right? You have a lot of older units when you start looking at the time frame on this, and older doesn't mean that it's going to be the first ones that come out, but you start looking at our first STR Super EZA in Broly. We just recently got this one right here, and that unit was available on September 1st 2015. Now you see some other units on here that's way later. Go Tanks, we have the Kid Buu, of course, Super Saiyan 3, Goku on there. Technically, if you look at this right, September, yeah, that Broly is the oldest out of the bunch. And the reason why I'm looking at these units here and not expanding to look at other Dokkan Festival exclusives that haven't fully Super EZA yet is due to the fact that I think they're just going to stick with this grouping. I think they're just going to say, okay, great, this is, we're not going to go here quite yet. We're just going to do the OG 3000s, the type attack leads, the god leads, and the demigod leads, because I just don't see them Super EZAing these units anytime soon. That's, again, my opinion, my speculation. So when you're looking at all these here, again, Broly just recently got Super EZA'd. I tend to kind of go, okay, great, let's make a prediction. So the funny thing is, I did a video on this that predicted what was coming up, and I was, I think I would have been right if the celebrations fell in line. So this was my prediction: June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and then the 10-year anniversary. got two of them in a sense, right? So of course we got the Goku Black. We did not get anything in July. We did not get anything in August. We got the STR Broly, didn't get the physical Broly. I don't think that we're going to get that guy anytime soon, it seems like, unless we do another movie Bosses Celebration. They could have just Super Easy-A'd both of them, technically speaking, right? And then already predicted in October, it was going to be Full Power Frieza. And then I had November, Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta, then Cell, then Janemba. And then if it 10-year anniversary is Vegito and Gogeta, then it makes sense for those to Super Easy in the 10-year anniversary. So that was my initial thought there. So when you start breaking this down, okay, what is most likely, right? So if you think that October is going to be Namek Saga, Dirty Fireworks Vegeta being the clue, we could Super Easy Full Power Physical Frieza. I think that is a reasonable speculation and would make a lot of sense to do so. Now, another option, of course, then, well, we look at the next oldest, right? Let's go back over here on the time frame here. The next oldest unit out of the top group there, and that's going to be actually Tech Cell, November 1st, 2015. That could be also another option that we can see. So let me actually go back to that screen here. There we go, right here. So I would assume that this would Easy-A or Super Easy-A before the STR one. So that makes a lot of sense. So either one I think could be true. And, we have the units to kind of have the opportunity for Super Easy-A. And the reason why I have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in November is because hopefully we'll have one more celebration for Super Dragon Ball Heroes as a crossover unit, and technically that's a crossover unit there, so we can have a Super Easy-A for that unit, and that'd be incredible. I can't wait for that unit to get a Super Easy-A, because if you have an unconditional 90% or maybe 12 turn 90% damage mitigation versus maybe only 10 turns, pretty OP, to be honest with you, right? So or it can actually do damage. It'd be very interesting if they can do that. So, but let's assume that it is going to be Full Power Frieza Namek Saga. What else is going to be available? Then I can say, all right, well, maybe Cell is in December. But how I thought is Global is going to get Janemba in December. So we actually then might get Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken at that time, right? Then that would kind of make sense there, right? Could we get a Golden Frieza there as well? Possibly. Maybe even a Beerus there? Possibly. So those are some of the options that you might have there. But let's say we're going to go here, right? We're going to go Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Then I would then say January, I had Janemba to do maybe a Gogeta celebration on there. But maybe we get a little Super Saiyan 4 action during the New Year celebration, Christmas and New Year celebration, as a dual Dokkan Best and a Super Easy-A to Omega Shenron, right? I think that would be very nice to have. And then 10-year anniversary, we can do Gogeta Janemba and then Super Vegito. I think that, again, would make a lot of sense, but that kind of leaves Cell kind of out of the blue. Maybe we can get Cell here then in New Year's, right? That also can make sense there. So I think either one for Super Easy-A, the Cell Saga or Namek Saga, works. Now with Dirty Fireworks as the clue, possibly a clue, or it'll just maybe a straight up coincidence that they end up doing that. We don't get Full Power Frieza in the Namek Saga as a Super Easy-A. So I think we're going to stick with that. I'm going to go back to Super Saiyan. I'm going to go Omega here. I think I like that as the better option, better plan for October, November, December, and January. But remember that this is like toward the end of November or the middle of November. We could have something in between, right? We can have like this in November, which could be very interesting as well. We could have Namek Saga that goes into Cell Saga, right? That goes into Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and then Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I still think we're gonna get Jiren then for Global. I still don't know where to put Roshi in any of this, but again, that's I think, a solid prediction. So same conclusion that we're going to get, you know, Namek Saga, Frieza Saga with Vegeta Dirty Fireworks as the clue, but in a different way, using a different, you know, logical stance. Now, totally out of left field is, I think there could be an opportunity for a Dokkan Festival exclusive EZA, just a traditional EZA to Gogeta, and we can have a Gogeta Janemba celebration with then Janemba here in October versus Full Power Frieza as a Super EZA. Given that if that is a celebration, then we can still have the 10-year anniversary with another Super Gogeta as well, but that would be just like 4 months away, right? So I think that can still work out. But of course, they could just leave this EZA for the anniversary and just have the Dokkan Festival exclusive EZA, have a Super EZA, and just make 10-year anniversary just absolutely crazy. But that is the final EZA to that third row generation of Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs before the Full Power Frieza and Namek Saga Goku there. Now, here's the thing: if we get Namek Saga, we could then get the Full Power Frieza and Dokkan Festival exclusive Full Power Frieza and Namek Goku EZA before this guy, right? The Tanabata one. So that could happen. And again, this could be saved for the 10-year anniversary. So that can happen as well, right? These two guys can EZA, and then Full Power Frieza here could then EZA as well, a Super EZA as well. And that kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit too much Full Power Frieza, but we went kind of overboard on Broly's in this celebration as well. But those are kind of my thoughts here, where a lot of people have been talking about, you know, what's coming next. Kind of came to the same conclusion, but using Super EZA as my kind of, evidence of figuring this out here. But I think it makes sense that that could happen. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys following with, you know, what people are thinking about in the fireworks for Dirty Fireworks Vegeta? Are you thinking about something else out of this grouping? What would you rather see? Would you rather see like Omega Shenron, Cell Saga? Would you like to see my theory of Janemba Super Gogeta? You know, let me know in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.